Universities are supposed to be places of deep thought, free inquiry and intense intellectual curiosity. They're supposed to be places where young people have their minds expanded, their understandings deepened and their employability enhanced. There's no doubt that universities still serve a vital purpose and the good ones deserve our support. Of course, we need doctors and lawyers and engineers, for instance, and university is the only place you can still study medicine, law, the higher branches of science and mathematics. And for many Australian families, a university education has been a stepping stone of aspiration and entry into the middle class. But these days, too many people are going to university, too many are studying Mickey Mouse courses, and too many are being brainwashed with left-wing ideology. Later in the program, I'll be interviewing Helen Pluckrose, one of a team of 3 academics who had hoax papers published by supposedly academic journals to prove the thesis that victimhood and the study of grievance is a real threat to genuine academic scholarship. One of their fake papers had a whole manufactured analysis of the human reaction to the rape culture of dogs in a park. If you can believe it, I'm not making this up, it was a made-up paper, but it was praised by a peer reviewer as incredibly innovative, rich in analysis and extremely well written. Now, the fact that this nonsense can be taken so seriously shows that all is not well in the academe, on which Australian taxpayers spend well over $10 billion each and every year. There's the problems we all know about regarding the Ramsay Centre for Western Civilisation, problems they've experienced trying to get ahead in an Australian university course. There's the difficulty that anyone who bucks the trend can have even speaking on campus, such as the author Bettina Arndt, who was expected to pay for her own security when she came to Sydney University last year. To reassert academic freedom, last year the Coalition Government commissioned a report by former High Court Chief Justice Robert French. So far, only one university has responded to that report, the University of Western Australia, and even that has stressed the importance of not offending, quote, marginalised groups. This week, the Productivity Commission will release a report showing that the Gillard government's abolition of limits on university places and the consequent reduction in entry standards has meant more people dropping out without degrees but with big HECS debts from university. And because they don't then end up with jobs that pay enough to meet the threshold to repay their HECS debts, well, the debt is unpaid and it stays with the taxpayer, who ultimately foots the bill. If the Morrison government is looking for an area that's ripe for reform, it's got to be our tertiary sector. And here's a starting list. There must be stronger protections for free speech on campuses. There should be more rigorous requirements on who could enter university, the courses and the things that they study. Universities need to be more careful of this academic retention that just ends up making them look foolish, as we saw with Helen Pluckrose. But while we're at it, let's not forget apprenticeships and our TAFE colleges. If these were a better alternative, more available and better regarded, then we might find that's where the smart kids will want to go, rather than a wasted stint at university costing tens of thousands of dollars for a half-finished bachelor of bugger all.